welcome to week 2 of the I Formation. I'm Jeff Gibbons.
And I'm Barry Fitzgerald.
Well, off to a solid start this year, my friend.
Well, I dare say we are. It's been a pretty interesting start. Week 1 anyway.
Well, you know, and week 1 is always hard to figure. You know, I saw some of you guys jumping in on the site and telling us how you did. Shout out to Graham there, who weighed in just a few minutes ago. I was just looking in. We actually did very well this week. We had, you know, I came in at 11-5 this week. You came in at 10-6.
Congratulations, buddy. You beat me in week 1.
Well, that's okay. It's only your.
Gotta hand it to you, buddy.
It's only your.
Had to give me with the New England pick, though. You gotta admit.
Well, I suppose. Yeah. Well, and all bets are off as to where we're going on that this week.
Yeah.
Remember too, we had our composite picker, our
mystery picker.
Mystery picker this week, and that fellow who picked 10-6 this week. What was his name again?
Well, revealing the mystery picker right now. Big shout out to Madman Murray Adams, all the way from Upper Island Cove as opposed to Lower Island Cove. Upper Island Cove, Newfoundland and Labrador. Thanks, Murray, for being our mystery picker, buddy. We got a little something for you from the I Formation just to show our appreciation. And if you'd like to be a mystery picker, drop us a line.
Yeah, drop us a private message on our Facebook page. And let us know, because we're going to continue to add these and make an aggregate score against our scores this year. Like I say, everything's really tight this year. We did well. And this week's mystery picker, the nickname is Ukulele. Ukulele. Can't make this shit up, folks. Ooh. Yeah, it's all good.
It's going to be interesting to see who that is next week.
Yeah, I'll have to see. Okay, so let's look at the picks for this week and let's get on with it, man.
Yep. People got stuff to do, Jeff.
I hear you, buddy. We want to keep this nice and short and to the point. Thursday nighter is this week is Baltimore and Cincinnati. And what do you like there?
I'm going to go with the Ravens. Big win last week, or this week, week 1. Cincinnati's at home, but I got a good feeling about Baltimore based on our discussions and what we saw the weekend.
Okay. I'm alright with that.
You got?
I got Baltimore as well.
And what's our mystery picker saying?
Our mystery picker is saying the Bengals this week.
The Cincinnati Bengals at home. Cool.
Yeah, we'll see what goes.
Alright.
Next we got Houston and Tennessee.
Alright, I picked Tennessee last week, as you know.
Yeah, I know.
It was a bad pick, so I'm going to stay away from them this week. Houston, 7 points away from tying New England there in a big game, so I'm going to go with the Texans on the road.
I got a few teams on the road this week. I noticed that as I was going down through. I'm picking Houston as well in this game. You know, the Titans. Not sure about Mariotta's arm. You know, lost feeling in that this week, so that's always scary for a quarterback.
Yeah.
One of the.
I think he hurt his feelings.
That's it. That's it. And it was that game was pretty back and forth. A couple of kickoff returns there were touchdowns, and so I would go. So yeah, I'm going with Houston on this as well, and Ukulele is also going with Houston.
Wicked.
Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs in Pittsburgh to play the Steelers.
Well, as I said last week, got a big feeling about Kansas City. I think it's going to be a breakout year. They had a good start.
They did.
Big game, lots of points. They're going into Pittsburgh, and you know, Pittsburgh was kind of a bit of a scarer this week with Cleveland. You know, had the
well, and it's funny because you know, we lost some of the video footage of us doing that, but we did run the scores through, and Benjamin Battis was in on the line and talked about how that game. I think it was Ben. I hope it was Ben, shouting out to the right person.
Yeah.
Saying that this was going to be close. It might have been Barry Flynn. I got to make sure. It was one of you guys. Do apologize. But saying that this was going to be a good close game and it could be an upset in the making there. And it doesn't get any closer than a tie.
No, that's right.
Like I said, Le'Veon Bell was a big part of that. And after the tie, you know, his Twitter presence with the monocle, you know, taking that pretty seriously, looking in there. Pittsburgh today, and today is Tuesday, we're going to film, has just taken him off the depth chart. You know, after the James Conner thing last week, and he did as well as he did. You know, that's turned into a bit of a shit show there in Pittsburgh. I don't think without Bell and without those things, with those distractions going on, I don't think. I think they're right for the picking. I think Kansas City goes in there and wins by 10.
Yeah, so we're on the same page with that one.
Yeah,
What about our mystery picker?
Our mystery picker is picking Pittsburgh.
Okay.
May know something we don't.
Well, you never know.
Next, Philadelphia and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, there you go. Philly with the close win, right?
Mm-hmm.
But,
which we picked, by the way.
Which we picked. Mm-hmm. Having said that, Megan, I love you. I was thinking about you. I was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. First game I ever saw in my life. So big shout out to the Bucs. Who was this guy threw for 417 yards last week? I don't know who he is. He used to play with the Jets or something.
Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, something like Fitzgerald, but I don't know. But anyway, 5 touchdowns and racked her up down there in Tampa. So I'm gonna go with the love for Megan and hoping I'll feel good about a win down Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's. I think Philadelphia wins close on the road, and so does our mystery picker. But I love your rhetoric on that.
Gotta
even
go.
Even the shout out on the Buccaneers jersey.
Takes me back to the work done days and everything. I mean, old Tampa Bay Buccaneers was all about defense, and all of a sudden now you get a guy going and he throws for 417 yards. Who knew, right? So I got a hunch.
I got a feeling. It's all good. Welcome back, folks. Sorry once again this week for our problems with our video camera. Trying to get all this sorted out this week. It's all going to be sourced out. Already talking to a couple of people, and for whatever reason it shut off on us a couple of times. Barry then left town and left me to have to read the rest of these picks out for the rest of the week for myself, Barry, and Ukulele. So here they go. And we've got the Chargers in Buffalo. Ukulele's picking Buffalo there. And myself and Barry have got the Chargers. Carolina, Atlanta. Ukulele's got Atlanta. And both myself and Barry have got Carolina. Got Cleveland at New Orleans. And right across the board here we're going with the Saints. Indianapolis at Washington. And right across the board we're going with the Redskins. Next we've got Minnesota at Green Bay. And I've got Green Bay, while both others here are going with the Vikings. So that'll be an interesting one to watch as well. And I'm the only guy going in with Miami, my team, in against the Jets. So we got 2 people here picking against me again. We saw that it went last week. See who goes again. Next we got Detroit at San Francisco. And it's bobblehead day in San Francisco, Jimmy Garoppolo. So myself and Barry are feeling, how can they possibly lose on a day like that? Even though Ukulele is picking Detroit. Next we got Arizona at the Rams. And right across the board we're picking the Rams here. Then we've got Oakland at Denver. And Ukulele's picking Oakland, while myself and Barry are both picking the Broncos. Then we've got New England at Jacksonville, which is interesting because all 3 of us picking the Jaguars to beat the Patriots in a rematch of the AFC Championship game from last year. Now, a lot of changes in personnel. Arguably, that Jacksonville team is stronger on defense, and New England a little more compromised on offense. So we'll see what happens there. Next, we've got the New York Giants in Dallas to play the Cowboys. And we're all picking the Giants here because, let's face it, Dallas Cowboys are in a real state of disarray. And finally, we've got Seattle in Chicago to play the Bears. Both myself and Ukulele are picking the Bears here, while Barry is sticking with his Seahawks. So that's the picks for this week. Remember, we're going to be taking Ukulele's picks, who we'll announce next week who that is, and we'll be adding them to the aggregate score for for the mystery picks, and they'll be stacking up against how we're doing for the season. Both myself and Barry are on the CBS pick and pools, so we're going to have our stats up there again, and we'll report them to the site like we did this week. Want to hear what you guys think too? Saw some of your stats this week. Want to see some more banter there on the screen, and let me know what you're thinking. So lots going on. You know, even if it comes down to fantasy football, or it comes down to, you know, what you're thinking with what's going on with Le'Veon Bell, or, you know, how's Aaron Rodgers' knee? Whatever you want to talk about, it's there. Looking to build the the banter, and you know, check us out on the Facebook page, the I Formation, and make sure that you tune in to see how we did next week. So until then, I want to thank you again. Again, sorry for the issues we're having with the camera. We will have it fixed next week, and we'll see you then.